Come to Vietnam. Come to Indochina. You see art, we see life. Hanoi. Situated on the Red River, Hanoi, formerly known as Thang Long, the Flying Dragon, was declared the capital of Vietnam by King Lai Tai To back in the year 1010. Hanoi offers a unique Vietnamese beauty that originates from its charming winding streets and is home to Literature Temple, Royal College, the first university in Vietnam, which was established in 1070. Hanoi people have an elegant living style and, as a result, the residents lead a comfortable, exciting and attractive life. Cyclos provide an interesting and enjoyable mode of transportation. There are many strikingly beautiful pagodas in Hanoi that bring harmony, peace and comfort to mind. Water puppet is a unique and proudly Vietnamese art form. It doesn't take long to discover great souvenirs created by the many talented craftsmen that come from traditional trade villages. An integral part of Vietnamese culture stems from hands, fire, soil, rattan, wood and stone, all of which go into making traditional handicrafts that reach Hanoi's markets from the countryside. Tourists can become absorbed in animated night markets, an indispensable part of life in Hanoi. Ho Chi Minh City. Given the name Saigon 300 years ago, once known as the Far East Pearl, Ho Chi Minh City has become an exciting and desirable international city. There are an abundance of year-round activities under the warm sunshine of this tropical region. Its positive energy has a way of rubbing off on all who visit the city, leaving visitors feeling youthful and invigorated. Finding an elegant and luxurious hotel isn't difficult here, as the tourism infrastructure of the city can satisfy everybody's needs. Ho Chi Minh City is a joyful and friendly place that inherits traditional hospitality from its early founders. It is a paradise of restaurants with a wide range of choices to suit your budget and palate. Treat yourself to pho, beef noodle, a famous Vietnamese dish. No matter where you eat, whether simple or sophisticated, you can enjoy first-class service wherever you go. When darkness falls, the city becomes illuminated, and it's time to uncover a fascinating nightlife. Just be careful to leave enough time and energy for the following day's itinerary. The city is an ideal place for shopping and offers a wealth of designer goods, traditional handicrafts and silk. A must-see is the Ben Thanh Market, which radiates the prosperity and delight of the region. The road out of Ho Chi Minh City leads to an almighty expanse of sky and water. The nature and wildlife of the southern waterways promise enchantment and discovery to all who journey there. Prepare to explore this fascinating area of interlacing canals and enjoy the region's array of natural products. World Heritage Sites. Wonderful Halong. Halong is a true wonder, a natural heritage that has won the recognition of UNESCO. Around 3,000 towering islands are scattered across the sea, creating a second-to-none wonder of the world. Cruising around Halong Bay can be enjoyed from the deck of a small boat or a luxurious tourist liner. No matter how many stories, pictures, movies of Halong Bay you've come across, you just can't help but be amazed when you see this natural phenomena with your own eyes. Wild Phong Nha. Phong Nha Ke Bang is a special place in Vietnam, and like Halong Bay, was classified a World Heritage Site in 2003. A complex network of jungles, caves and underground rivers, Pongha only recently became exposed to the public, and you'll be astonished by the huge cave arches and superb stalactites. Ancient capital Hue. Lying by the Hong River, Hue was given World Heritage status for its 300 architectural wonders that bear the hallmark of the Vietnamese feudal class. You can feel the prowess of the royal culture during the Hue Festival held every 2 years. This is a major cultural event in Vietnam, and with a developed tourist infrastructure, Hue can cater to visitors from all walks of life. Quaint Hoi An. Hoi An rests on the Tu Pon River, where centuries ago the Japanese and Chinese settled down and set up their lives. Visitors may feel as if they've taken a step back in time because each and every roof, building and street remains exactly as it was hundreds of years ago. Mysterious My Son. My Son was formerly the Hindu holy land of the Champa kingdom in ancient times. Discovered late in the 19th century, the temples and towers are architectural masterpieces that bear the hallmark of a resplendent period in the Champa period. Wonderful beaches of central Vietnam. Your trip to Vietnam will be further enriched by visiting the central part of the country, and an area containing the most beautiful beaches in the world. Clean water, long beaches and warm sunshine are ideal for holidays and fascinating sea activities. The wonderful beaches in the central part are geared to offering top-class services.
Trang An is a scenic landscape complex located in the districts of Hoa Lu, Gia Viễn, and Ngo Quan of Ninh Bình province in northern Vietnam. The heritage property is spread over a large area of 10,000 hectares and is made up of 3 individual components within a single buffer zone. The 3 components, Trang An Ecological Area, Tam Cuc Beach Dong River Landscape, and the Hoa Lu Ancient Citadel. The 3 areas share a common geological and ecological environment characterized by a dramatic limestone carts, permeated with a network of caves, and bound together by a flooded inland waterways of a high biological diversity. Together, these 3 contiguous areas comprise the cordon of a heritage property. To the east of the property is the Chan River, to the north is the Hoa Lu River, and to the southwest is the Ban Dang River. The north, east, and the southeast sides comprise the vast floodplains formed by Day and Van rivers. The crust in the Trang An region has a geologic history of 245 million years, inclusive 6 stratiform of the Triassic and Quaternary ages. It includes a strata of different thickness, which has facilitated karstification and the formation of the area's unique landscape.
The height of the limestone block of Halo is 105 to 70 meters above sea level, decreasing in height from the northwest to the southeast as it slopes to the sea. The Halo limestone block consists of hundreds of connected karstitic limestone mountains in close proximity. Dramatic karst topography dominates the top of the limestone block, while the inside of the block is permeated with thousands of caves, many of which are interlinked along waterways. The most characteristic and spectacular part of this geological area is included in the Kir zone of the Trang Scenic Landscape Heritage Site. Also included in the Kir zone are the most important caves, showing the evolution of cave formation over a long geological period of time and continuing into the present. The buffer zone includes all the water bodies and water courses which contribute on the ongoing geological evolution of the area. The geology of the Trang Scenic Landscape Complex dates from the glacial and interglacial episodes of the Quaternary when rates of erosion were accelerated due to the great fluctuations in climatic conditions. During this time of repeated sea level rise and subsequent inflood flooding, the region was subjected to periodic inundation. The wave cuts found at the base of most of the limestone karst within the property are the result of environmental and climate fluctuations during and especially at the end of the Quaternary. The Trang Scenic Landscape Complex, there are numerous caves from this period which are situated in marine terraces of different heights corresponding to sea level changes correlated to the chronology of the interglacial periods, giving evidence that this was a time of generalized global warming. The cave system of the Trang Scenic Landscape Complex results from geologic activities, including tectonic activity, the formation of sinkholes, and the precipitation of calcium carbonates over a span of hundreds of millions of years from 32 million to 6,000 years ago. These caves are under continued evolving transformation due to the impact of changes in global sea levels and the movements of the Earth's crust. There are two types of caves in the area: inactive diffusal caves and active living caves. Tom Cock and the Trang caves are typical of living caves that are flooded throughout the year. These caves are subject to continued erosion. During the 6 months of the rainy season, the water level in these living caves can be up to the ceiling of the caves. In addition, during the rainy season, rainwater drops down from the cracks in the limestone block, dissolving the calcium carbonate and creating small stalactites and stalagmites. Apart from magnificent beauty and geological interest, each cave has its own historical and cultural values. Many caves, such as show evidence of occupation by humans during the prehistory. Archaeological excavations, Strong and Boy caves, show evidence of human occupation as early as 20,000 to 10,000 BCE. Excavations of Bidong, Nongsha, Biden, and other cave sites show that the sequence of human occupation is uninterrupted from that time throughout the rest of the prehistoric era. These archaeological studies confirmed that stratigraphy and dating of the human occupation of the caves and throughout the period of transition of the Pleistocene and Holocene at the end of the last glaciation, during the time of the area's most dramatic geological transformation into its present condition. Humans continued to occupy the area of the Trang Scenic Landscape Complex in the Proto and early prehistoric periods. Evidence of human use occupation during this time comes from both artifacts and structural features, such as wooden boat cabins, hand-era tombs, construction materials, including a diversity of bricks and double diamond-shaped decorative tiles. The 10th century CE was a time of nation formation and struggle for independence from Chinese dominance. Delayed rent of mountains, caves, and waterways of the Trang complex provided effective protection for local defenders against invading Chinese imperial troops.